Here are two wooden hydrometers that I built. I use them for my shop to measure the moisture in the air. I built these a couple years ago. This one is similar to a piano. That would be the soundboard and the rib. And how they work is they have two pieces of wood that are glued together, and one of them the grain will run this way, and the bottom one the grain runs this way. So as the moisture in the air gets high, this one's it's called the driver. It'll swell and it'll cause the arm to curve. So it'll raise up and down according to the moisture in the air. And I've made some markings on here for different times of the year. And right now it's very humid in my shop. So I'll show you guys how to make one. I built this panel and the grain is running this way, so I'll cut a strip off. Here I've made a hot box, and I just use a sheet of plywood to make the box. And I have a handheld hydrometer, and it's reading at 69 degrees and 43% humidity. And I'll place that in here, and I'll put my strip in, and I cut two. And now I can put on my top. I'll first turn on the light. That works fine. And I'll put on my top. And it does not have to be sealed 100% because you want the moisture to leak out. So there's my hot box, and the light is on. And this is a new toy I got. It's for my iPhone, and it's called a Wemo, and it controls the on-off switch to my power supply. So I'll let that sit overnight. My pieces have been drying overnight, and it's at 82 degrees and 36% humidity. Here is one of the strips I cut last night, and I'll just put it against the fence. So that shrunk 4.75 millimeters overnight. Here I've cut some strips on the table saw. And these strips, the grain runs this way, and I will glue it together to the pieces that we're drying. And I'll keep it in the hot box so I don't expose it to too much outside humidity. I've taken the arm out of the hot box, and already it starts to swell. As you can see, there's a curve in it. And now I'm ready to mount one end. So I'll just glue a block on this end. So I place a piece of tape on here. I've made a small mark on the bottom of the arm. Here I've stuck it in my hot box for about 10 minutes. So here's the mark. And you can see that's how much it's moved. So here are 3 readings so far. The first one was from my hot box. This one was in the shop. And this one is inside the home. Now my next one, I will put it outside and see how it raises. So I've left this outside for a couple hours and it moved up to this mark. So this is outside, this is in my shop, my hot box, and inside my house. So that's quite a range. And the outside temperature is 55 degrees and 70% humidity. And now I have another wooden hydrometer, and now I have 3.